Ronaldo's hat tricks in the Champions League, pure destruction. Top hat. When one goal isn't enough. One goal can win a match. Two goals can change momentum. But three is domination. Three is humiliation. Three is a statement to Europe. The Champions League is supposed to be unforgiving. Elite defenders, tactical masterminds, hostile stadiums, the best of the best. And yet, time and time again, when the lights were brightest and the anthem echoed through packed arenas from Manchester to Madrid, from Turin to Munich, Cristiano Ronaldo did not settle for influence. He destroyed. Hat-trick after hat-trick, knockout after knockout, giant after giant. This is not just a list of goals. This is the story of Ronaldo's hat tricks in the UEFA Champions League, and how they reshaped European nights forever. Chapter 1. Why hat tricks in the Champions League are different. Scoring 3 goals in any match is impressive. Scoring 3 goals in the Champions League is something else entirely. Because this is where defensive lines are disciplined, midfields are compact, margins are microscopic, every mistake is punished. Hat tricks in Europe's biggest competition do not happen by accident. They happen when preparation meets opportunity, and when mentality refuses to bend. Cristiano Ronaldo holds the record for the most Champions League hat tricks in history. That alone would be extraordinary. But the context of many of those hat tricks: knockout stages, comebacks, eliminations, semi-finals, pure destruction. Chapter 2. The evolution of a European predator. Ronaldo did not begin his Champions League journey as a ruthless striker. At Manchester United, he was a winger, flashy, fast, direct. But evolution defined him. Over time, he transformed into a lethal inside forward, a box predator, an aerial weapon, a clinical finisher. And once that evolution completed, the hat tricks began to flow. Chapter 3. The first European hat-trick, a warning shot. Every empire begins somewhere. Ronaldo's first Champions League hat-trick came as a signal. A statement that he was no longer just talented. He was inevitable. The timing, the positioning, the composure. 3 different finishes. 3 reminders. Europe had been warned. Chapter 4. Real Madrid, where hat tricks became routine. When Ronaldo joined Real Madrid, the Champions League became personal. Season after season, Madrid demanded European dominance. And Ronaldo responded. Hat tricks came in clusters. Against top teams. Against underdogs. Home. Away. It didn't matter. The destruction was systematic. Chapter 5. The Wolfsburg Resurrection 2016 Top Hat Fire. Few hat tricks in Champions League history carry the weight of this one. First leg. Real Madrid lose 2-0. Critics sharpen knives. Doubt spreads. Pressure suffocates. Second leg at the Bernabeu. Ronaldo scores once. Then twice. The aggregate is level. Then, after 70 minutes, a free kick. The wall jumps. The ball skims. The net explodes. Hat-trick. Comeback complete. That wasn't just scoring 3 goals. That was saving a season. Pure destruction under pressure. Chapter 6. Atletico Madrid, breaking a rival's spirit 2017. Semi-final stage. City rivalry. Tactical tension. Physical battle. Ronaldo scored 3. Not scrappy goals. Not lucky deflections. 3 moments of authority. Header. Clinical finish. Predator's strike. Atletico Madrid were one of the most defensively disciplined teams in Europe. And he dismantled them. Hat tricks in semi-finals are rare. Hat tricks against rivals. Historic. Chapter 7. Bayern Munich, elite versus elite. When Ronaldo scored hat tricks against Bayern Munich, it wasn't just impressive. It was symbolic. Because Bayern were European giants, disciplined, organized, elite. And yet in the 2016-17 quarter-finals, Ronaldo scored 5 goals across 2 legs, including a hat-trick in the second leg. Extra time, knockout tension, defensive fatigue. He struck repeatedly. Bayern weren't weak. They were overwhelmed. Chapter 8. Juventus, applause from the enemy 2018. April 2018. Juventus Stadium, quarterfinal. Hostile environment. Ronaldo scores early. Then again. Then, the bicycle kick. Not technically part of a hat-trick that night, but symbolic of what he did to Italian defenses across seasons. Later in that campaign, he completed hat-trick performances elsewhere. The applause from Juventus fans was historic. When opposing supporters applaud you in a Champions League knockout match, you have transcended rivalry. Chapter 9. Juventus era, one more miracle 2019. Round of 16. Juventus lose 2-0 to Atletico Madrid in the first leg. The tie looks finished. Second leg in turn. Ronaldo scores. Then another header. Aggregate tied. Late in the match, penalty. Goal. Hat-trick. Comeback complete. At 34 years old, he was still delivering European destruction. Not fading. Not slowing. Not surrendering. Chapter 10. The anatomy of a Ronaldo hat-trick. What made his hat-tricks unique? They were rarely three identical goals. Often, they included a header, a clinical box finish, a long-range strike or penalty, a counterattack burst, a set-piece moment. He attacked from every angle. Defenders couldn't isolate one weakness. Because there wasn't one. Chapter 11. Psychological impact of 3 goals. 1 goal creates doubt. 2 goals create panic. 3 goals create collapse. When Ronaldo completed a hat-trick in the Champions League, defenders dropped deeper. Midfielders hesitated. Managers reshuffled. Stadiums went silent. The third goal often broke resistance entirely. Chapter 12. Knockout hat-tricks, the rarest breed. Scoring a hat-trick in group stages is impressive. Scoring one in knockouts, monumental. Ronaldo holds the record for most knockout stage goals. Many of those came in hat-trick performances. Wolfsburg, Atletico, Bayern, Juventus. The pattern is clear. When elimination loomed, he escalated. Chapter 13. Physical dominance. Late in matches, defenders tire. Ronaldo did not. His conditioning was elite. Sprint endurance, vertical leap, explosive first step. Even in extra time, he could leap above defenders. That physical edge created late-game hat-tricks. Chapter 14. The rivalry factor. Many of Ronaldo's hat-tricks came against Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Wolfsburg during comeback pressure. These weren't random nights. They were defining European clashes. The greater the rivalry, the sharper he became. Chapter 15. Records and numbers. Cristiano Ronaldo holds most Champions League hat-tricks, most knockout hat-tricks, most goals in Champions League history, most semi-final goals. These aren't coincidence. They are patterns. Patterns of destruction. Chapter 16. Evolution across eras. Early Madrid years, explosive winger-finisher hybrid. Peak Madrid years, complete goal machine. Later years, box predator with elite timing. His hat-tricks evolved with his game. Speed became positioning. Dribbling became anticipation. Flair became efficiency. But the outcome stayed the same. 3 goals. Chapter 17. What opponents felt. Imagine preparing all week tactically. Studying movement. Practicing defensive drills. And then watching him score once. Then twice. Then a third. Helplessness creeps in. That is psychological dominance. Chapter 18. Legacy of pure destruction. Top hat soccer ball. When historians revisit Champions League nights of the 2010s, they won't just see trophies. They'll see hat-tricks that shifted eras. Without Wolfsburg, Madrid might not complete the three-peat. Without Atletico demolition, finals might not happen. Without Bayern destruction, European balance shifts. Hat-tricks aren't just statistics. They are turning points. Final whistle. 3 goals, 1 message. The Champions League is designed to expose weakness. Cristiano Ronaldo turned it into his theater. When 1 goal wasn't enough, he scored 2. When 2 weren't enough, he scored 3. Hat-tricks in group stages. Hat-tricks in quarterfinals. Hat-tricks in semifinals. Hat-tricks when seasons were collapsing. Pure destruction. And when the lights dimmed and the anthem echoed. Europe knew. If Ronaldo smelled vulnerability, he would not stop at 1. He would not stop at 2. He would end it at 3.